Stacks of bodies. That is how a San Antonio fire official described the very gruesome discovery of dozens of migrants found dead in a tractor trailer. The death toll, unfortunately, climbing today from 46 to 51.
But I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. My pockets been heavy as shit.
What's poppin', M2T? It's your boy Ron on the channel to be. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button whenever you pull up to the channel. And while you at it, hit that post notification button for your boy, so whenever I drop, you can hop up in the truck and roll with me. See what's poppin'. Hundreds and thousands of truckers go across our Texas southern border patrols every day, coming in and out of our country. In the process of these trucks coming in and out of our country, a lot of illegal immigrants has been hauled into the country. There has been dire consequences because of this illegal hauling of immigrants. And a lot of people have died because of it. I know you guys remember the story, the incident that took place on June the 27th of 2022, when a truck came into the country hauling illegal immigrants. Texas DOT pulled this truck over and found dozens and dozens and dozens of illegal immigrants in the back of this truck. A lot of them had already died from heat exhaustion. If you're not familiar with this story, or you need to be reminded of this story, then let me remind you. Check this out.
This is one of those stories that really, throughout the day, just became increasingly more and more heartbreaking. That death toll we know now, sitting at 51. Officials had anticipated that the death toll would rise today, and unfortunately it did. The extra deaths that were reported throughout the day today come by way of some of the migrants who were removed from the scene here yesterday. They were still alive, taken to local hospitals, but unfortunately they succumbed to their injuries. So again, that death toll at 51. We know that they all died from extreme heat-related traumas. This is now a fully federally investigated case. The Department of Homeland Security Investigation, HSI, is now looking into this case. All of it is in their hands now, and 3 people have been arrested. We know that much today. The rest still very much under investigation.
We keep hearing this, and it's just so sad. We have to say these words yet again. Ken, as you know, you've covered immigration and border issues for a number of years, spent time in these communities. Explain to folks what the typical smuggling process looks like for people who actually end up to the logic that they end up in the back of a truck or an 18-wheeler.
The typical process of how all of this happens, it usually goes something like this. The migrants enter the United States through the southern border, but they do not come in on trucks. They come in on foot, and they do not come in typically, as you mentioned, through ports of entries. They either cross the river, they climb a fence, or in some cases they even make entry into the United States using tunnels. And they're guided by these smugglers. In Spanish, they call them coyotes. And so when they get onto the American side, if they're not caught by border officials, they're taken to nearby stash houses down at the border. Once those stash houses fill up, then those same smugglers grab the groups and they put them onto either vans, trucks, 18-wheelers in this case, and they bring them up north. They bring them to places like San Antonio. They take them to places like DFW, sometimes even further north along I-35. It's at those points then that they drop these migrants off, and they're reunited then with loved ones. That's where they come to get picked up. Sometimes they get on buses themselves and they continue their trek northward. But typically, as you asked, Steve, that is the process of how the migrants make their way north from the border. They don't necessarily cross the border on these trucks already. Many times if they did that, they'd get caught by officials at the border.
There was 4 guys that was held accountable for hauling those illegals off into our country. 3 of those guys, their cases are still pending, but one of them, by the name of Rivera Leha, was just recently pleaded guilty on February the 28th. So that was this week, you guys. He just recently pleaded guilty to all the smuggling charges that was brought up against him. Rivera's job was to pick them up Okay, the other 3 was truckers. He pick them up from the truckers. He takes them to the San Antonio and the Houston area and dispersed them. That's how they set up was. So truckers was the ones that was bringing them in. There has been a lot going on, M2T, with truckers being a part of bringing illegals off into our country. Recently, they just caught a trucker coming into our country at the Texas Southern Border Patrol around 6:30, 6:40 p.m. on February the 17th. He bringing illegals in. The dogs sniff them out. These dogs are very smart, are very trained dogs, particularly for different things. But I know they have some that's particularly sniffs out drugs, ammunition, and humans. I've been through it before myself, you know, and they pulled me over, you know, and just let the dogs run through, you know. But he did tell me, the border agent told me, this dog is specifically trained to sniff out drugs and humans. So when this trucker came through in his red tractor trailer, dog sniffed him out. They pulled him out, put the dog up in his truck. Dog alerted them that it was humans inside of it. They get in there and they found 7 illegal immigrants. 7, you guys, off in his cab. Pull him out. Immediately detain him. Take him and them to a border patrol detention cell. When they get him to this detention cell, they search him and things. They take a drawstring out of his pants, took his jacket, told him they was taking it for his safety. Then a few minutes later, they decided, you know, we go give you back your jacket. They gave him back his jacket. They take him to a cell. Actually, they took him to cell 103, where he was only in there by himself. Took him there and left him. Came back and got him. Took him to go do paperwork and stuff. While he was getting his paperwork and getting processed in, he asked him, "Can I call my mom?" And they told him, we'll get your call to your mama. We'll get your call to her. By 8:30, he called his mom, talked to her. They sent him back to his cell. Around 10:30, they come back to his cell, and his truck is hanging inside of his cell, 6 inches off the ground by his coat. Dead. Get him out to the hospital and stuff. They pronounced him dead. This is what I'm wondering, M2T. Do truckers have a lot to do with what's going on with the hauling of these illegal immigrants inside this country? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Even Trump and Biden just was recently at our borders. Trump saying he go do this, Biden saying he go do that. Truckers, we just recently boycotted the southern border, taking a stand on illegal immigrants coming into this country. The overwhelming flow of illegal immigrants coming into this country. There has been a lot going on involving truckers when it comes to immigrants coming into this country illegally. So this is what I want to know. Do truckers have a lot to do with these illegal immigrants coming into? Is truckers is they being paid? Is they being bribed? Is they being threatened? Is they being kidnapped? Is they just hustling, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents? What the hell is going on with truckers and these illegal immigrants coming up in here? Because every time you look up, it's a trucker involved in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. It ain't making sense. So what I need you guys to do is get in those comments. Let me know what in the hell is going on with the trucking industry and all these damn illegal immigrants. And if you are a trucker that's out there and that's a part of this, man, I want to say I hope and pray, none of our fam is, none of the M2Ts. I hope and pray none of y'all is. Because I'm gonna tell you something, it's only a matter of time before the United States Customs Borders is gonna get you, man. It's illegal. If you commit a crime, it ain't no retiring and doing crime. You're eventually going to get caught, man. So I like to think that y'all M2T, that y'all upstanding citizen, that y'all definitely don't have nothing to do with it. If you is, you is. I just hope you out there being careful. So get in them comments and let me know what it is that y'all think about, the trucking industries and all these illegal immigrants coming in out of the country. Share your thoughts, and let me know. Big shout out to the subscribers. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys have been showing a whole lot of love. Y'all been doing y'all thing. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. The guests, I appreciate y'all for pulling on up on us just to seeing what's going on, hopping up in the truck and rolling with us. I appreciate you. I'll be getting back with y'all shortly. Merch coming soon. Live coming soon. I'll be getting back with y'all shortly on all of that, all right? M2T, y'all already know. Until the next time, it's your boy.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm rolling around like I'm early. Jewelry moving like juice. Stacking up gold in it. Look, I just leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the hood.